Freebird, bonus episode, A Mother's Love. This is a bonus episode for all Freebird listeners. In this episode, I read a message Ashley's mom sent me at the beginning of this project. The reaction from Ashley is genuine and emotional. This reminds all of us that through all the frustration of dealing with family and friends suffering from addiction, we can never give up. Freebird, bonus episode, A Mother's Love.
And I'ma see Arizona, I've been in Georgia, sun is shining in Florida, I'm a free bird smoking on California and Indiana. Go where I want when I want, I think I'ma go west and I'ma see Arizona, I've been in Georgia, sun is shining in Florida, I'm a free bird smoking on California and Indiana.
Well, before we end the night, I want to read something to you. And I want to get your reaction. And this is probably not fair for me to read, but I'm going to. This was sent to me last week by your mom. Have you read this? Okay. It says a mother's version. I love my beautiful daughter from the moment she was put in my arms. As a parent, you hope and pray your child will make good decisions, and I raised her according to God's word. Had her in church and tried my best to set a good example. But there comes a time when they choose their own way, and it's not always what you had hoped and dreamed for them. We've gone through hell for over 20 years with her addiction. I've gotten her into every rehab I could. Watched her lay on my floor withdrawing from meth, shaking and pale and sick and begging me to go find her something to make it stop. I've made her leave my home, made her come back, gone into drug houses to drag her out, watched her self-medicate, cried, begged, pleaded, threatened, and in the end, I finally figured out that no matter what I wanted for her, she had to want it too. I let her go and let God take over. I knew she had overdosed numerous times on heroin, and I prayed she would get arrested so that she would be somewhere safe and wouldn't die. She was arrested and spent almost a year in county jail being served green hot dogs and salad with worms in it. The offer on the table from the prosecutor was 25 years. God had always protected her, and he stepped in this time also, and she miraculously was sent to work release. All I could do during those years was love her, pray for her, and be there for her. There's a few songs that I constantly listened to over and over again during this long period. One was Maroon 5, She Will Be Loved. The lyrics reminded me so much of the beginning of this journey. There was just something about her that drew people to her, and so many that loved her and wanted to protect her. But her self-esteem was so low that she didn't think she deserved them. Also, She Talks to Angels by the Black Crowes is another. So many words in that song related to her. Paints her eyes as black as night now and pulls those shades down tight. The hair is from a little boy. She wears a cross around her neck from someone she has not met. She has always worn a cross. I would listen to these over and over and cry and pray for her safety and wish we could start all over. What I have listened to for the last year or so repeatedly is You Say. The verse, every single lie that tells me I will never measure up, really hit home as far as Ashley goes. She has measured up. She has overcome. She is more than enough. Every time she would be released from jail, prison, or rehab, I would pray and pray that this is the time that things would be different. But this is God's timing and not ours. As a mother, I know that the time I've prayed for is now. I love this beautiful child of mine more than anything and pray for her daily. Never give up. Just to clarify, I preface that with it was totally unfair for me to read it, but I want to say this to you. The most powerful things in that, and there's a lot, but the most powerful things that I want to reiterate that your mom has said is you do measure up. Proud of you.
Thank you.
You're special. And that's all I could think about as I read that. You're special. And it's a weird thing to say, and I know you will understand. I hate the hell that you and your family have been through over the last 20 years. But I'm also glad it happened. Because I truly believe you are going to save people's lives. And I got a 9-year-old and a 5-year-old at home that it's easy to sit right now and say, oh, they'll be fine. But I have no idea the road they'll go down. I'm going to do the best I absolutely can with them, the same way that your mom sat right there and did with you. And it may be one of my sons that you saved their life. So you are more than enough. You're special. And I am so... If you like what you've heard so far from Freebird, please remember to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. This helps us greatly move up the charts. Also, if you want to support the work we do, please head over to our Patreon account. For $10 a month, you can not only get early access to all the episodes, behind-the-scenes content, you can also support the work that we're doing with Freebird to help support those winning the battle against addiction. Check out our theme song by Boogus, Freebird, available wherever you get your music.
Boom out in Jupiter, stand still, now you're close to the Lucifer. Got a Colt 45 trying to loosen up. Got a buzz online trying to boost it up. Got a dad and a mom trying to make him proud. Got a bag and a bong trying to bake a pound. I'ma up my ante, touch my Grammy, go my family down to Miami. No, they can't control my visa. My world, I roam like Caesar. My song, my girl, my diva. Good drink, my good sativa. God knows I'm far from lousy. Lord knows I'm smoking loudly. Hot box, I'm riding cloudy. Eyes drop like Ronda Rousey. I think I'ma go west and I'ma see Arizona. I've been in Georgia, sun is shining in Florida. I'm a free bird smoking on California in Indiana. Where I want, I think I'ma go west and I'ma see Arizona. I've been in Georgia, sun is shining in Florida. I'm a free bird smoking on California in Indiana. Go so hard, ain't never been lazy. I'ma use the 2 legs that God gave me. Go so long, bitch, I'm Tom Brady. I go Kobe, drop about 80. Then I roll out in a drop top, baby. 285, I do about 80. Push to the limit when I get in it. I don't get high till my third blunt finish. When I can't deal with the weight and the pain of the world, I write my pain and I sing for the world. Came from afar, ain't came for the fame, but I came for the change I could bring to the world. When I can't deal with the weight of the world, I write my pain, I sing for the world. Came from afar, ain't came for the fame, but I came for the change I could bring to the world. I go where I want, I think I'ma go west and I'ma see Arizona. I've been in Georgia, sun is shining in Florida. I'm a free bird smoking on California in Indiana. Go where